Hick Music. This is Jay Luke of the Kuntry Boyz.
This is Vez with the Kuntry Boyz.
And we just want to give a shout out to y'all, everybody at Hick Music.
Big shout out to Hick Music, man. No one is doing it as big as Hick Music is right now. Live in full effect.
This is Hick Music.
Tonight's guests are a couple of country boys from Danville, Virginia, Jay Luke and Vez. Please welcome the Kuntry Boyz to hickhopmusic.com. How's it going, guys?
How's it going, y'all?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Good, man. I am loving Country Love, guys. It is awesome.
Thank you.
It really
Thank you.
is.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Dustin Candace Pierce wants to know, what was it like to work with Ricco Barrino?
It was pretty awesome. He's a nice guy. He came down all the way from Atlanta, came to Danville, came in, listened to the track, went in there and freestyled everything. We were surprised what he came up with.
Yeah, man, it was by far one of the coolest transitions and mixes of genres we could have possibly came up with, man. It was just honestly just great to be able, you know what I'm saying, to work with somebody like that. You know, he may not be one of the top celebrities in the music world, but even still, he's pretty big to us, and, you know, it was great to work with him.
Right. Well, he's definitely got that name recognition. I mean, he was on T.I.'s Porn Star. He was on his sister's reality show too.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he sounds great. I mean, and like Vez said, it's a mash of genres that honestly we need to see more of in hip hop. You know, I mean it is country rap. And I like the fact that y'all have gone out and really are trying to, I mean, y'all can deliver to any audience with the music that y'all have got. So
that's the goal.
That's what we want to do, especially the fact that, you know, we keep it clean, we keep it for all ages, just something everybody can relate to.
Right. Yeah, that's the good thing about hip hop is that it is kind of a family affair. You know, you got 40-year-olds and then their 16-year-old kid or 14-year-old kid that you know like the same guys, and it's really amazing to have that happen. It's connections that you don't usually see. But I know. Tell me about how that happened with you and Ricco and getting the Country Love together. How did that happen?
First off, we got an amazing beat maker named Eddie Arcade, and he worked countless weeks on getting this beat right. It came back and forth. We listened to it. We didn't like it. Sent it back, fixed something, added something, and he finally got it right. And with social media, Twitter is one of the big helpers for us, and that's how we reached out to Ricco and just let him know that we was right down the street. He's actually from High Point, North Carolina.
Okay.
And just let him know what we was doing, and he loved the movement that we had of mixing two genres and trying to bring different races together, and he immediately hopped on it.
Awesome. Tommy Connor from Facebook wants to know, what are the Country Boyz planning to do over the next 12 months to promote the new single?
Oh, well, the plans is, man, we trying to touch any and every city in this great nation that wants to hear us and would love to have us come. And, you know, we're not subject to it being the biggest club or the smallest club. We don't care, man. We just, you know, we trying to go wherever we can and promote this positive thing we got going on, you know. And Tommy, you've been commenting a lot on our pictures and stuff, and you've been showing us a lot of support, man. So you personally, I want to just personally thank you for the love and support you've been showing us, man. And if you got a spot in your area that you want us to come to or something, man, you hit us up, let us know where the spot's at, and we'll get on it and see if we can get there. And, you know, we come show some country love, man.
Heck yeah. Yeah, there's lots of places around here. I'm near Athens, Georgia, so I'm right in the middle of it all. Y'all definitely need to come down to at least Atlanta, right? So
being a big Braves, you know, we're in the way.
Yeah.
Right. Well, cool. Well,
yeah, we willing to come anywhere, parties, anywhere. Just
Birthdays, bar mitzvahs, weddings.
charity
We
events.
do it all, man.
Charity events. We do anything charity wise, anything for a good cause. We're there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the first time I heard y'all was "This Is the Life." I saw that video, man, and it was awesome. You know, like I said, it was something I hadn't really seen before, but it really just took one listen, and I liked it. So that was y'all's first video, right?
Yeah.
That was the first real. Yeah.
How did that happen? How did y'all put that together?
It was actually kind of on a whim. Like, seriously, like, the video, it was not, like, we didn't have any scenes planned out or anything like that.
We just
shot
shot it, and it was cold that day.
Yeah, oh man, was it cold. We did the song, and we was sitting there listening to it, and we was like, yo, we should make this the first single. We should make this the first video. So we was like, all right, yeah. So I called a friend of mine, and he was ecstatic to come do the video for us and everything. So he came from North Carolina to Virginia, and we rode around, did a couple scenes. Like he said, man, it was freezing out here that day. I mean, freezing. But yeah, like, it was just, I kind of wish we would have had some kind of scheme or plot for the video, but I like the way it turned out because it was more realistic that way.
I think it showed the fact of where he lives and where I live, and the fact that I can go to his part of town, he can come to my part of town, and we just hang out. It ain't no problem.
Yeah, it was a great introduction for you guys. It kind of laid that out for everybody. So now everybody knows where you're coming from and all that. So how did you guys get together? How did y'all make the Kuntry Boyz happen?
Well, we've known each other for a long time playing basketball, and I came up with the idea, and I called him up. I said, man, I know you do a lot of freestyling and stuff. What do you think if I mix my world with your world? And immediately he laughed it off and thought, man, this ain't gonna work. Nobody's gonna like it. You know, nobody wants to see a black guy and a white guy work together. So, kind of got me frustrated. So I went back, I got a beat, I laid my verse down, drove over to his house. I said, now listen to this right here. He listened to it, and after that, we went to the studio.
Yeah. I mean, at first, like he said, when he told me about it at first, all I could do was laugh because I was like, country rap? What? Are you serious, man? And then it was like, it's different. You don't see that. You don't see a black guy coming from my background with a white guy from his background coming together and being on the same page musically. You don't see that in the world. So when I sat back and I really thought about it, I was like, yeah, I could do that because it's different. People always want something different in their music. People get tired of hearing the same, oh, I'm selling this and I'm shooting that and I'm having sex with her. They get tired of that. So we decided, all right, well, we're going to have certain songs where we bring them into my world and then take them to your world. But the rest of the songs is going to be the same world, just one world. No black, no white. We all the same color. We all came here to have a good time. No fussing, no fighting, no arguing. Just love and enjoy life and the people around you. So that's basically what it was. And, and like I get a lot of questions like, why did we name the group the Kuntry Boyz? Yes, I make a big spin and a big play off of being from the city, but what people don't really understand is I spent most of my life out in the country. Like, I mud bog, I hunt, I eat deer, I wrangle chickens and stuff like that. Like, I've done all that stuff before. So for the name to be the Kuntry Boyz, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I could deal with that.
Well, awesome. Yeah. Y'all are bringing it together. And maybe that's a trend we'll see is more cooperation. And y'all are doing a good job of that. And I hope it spreads. It's contagious.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is we tried it at the beginning, and it got a little attention, and then we sat down and took a year working on this new album. But of course, it took a year, one because we wanted it to be great and something that you could just put on and start from beginning to end.
Yeah, and let it play
But
through.
at the same time, we still live normal lives. You know, I work 48 hours a week, slaving in a factory. You know,
I'm back and forth with school and home and just trying to maintain. So it's crazy how, you know, he has to find time and I have to find time, but you know, we find the time to do what we love to do, and it just turned out to be something that was great. You know, like when we reached out to Ricco to do Country Love, in my mind, I was not expecting this man to even give us a second thought.
right?
But he called me and was like, yo, Ricco gonna do the song. Ricco's gonna do the song. He's coming to my house this week. I'm like, yo, you lying. Like, no, he might have told you he was. He not coming for real. So we were standing in the driveway, and sure enough, he pulled up, and it was like, wow, like, that's really Ricco Barrino. Like, yo, he's really here. It's crazy because I've been doing music now. I started writing music and rapping or whatever you want to call it when I was in like 8th grade. I had to do a poem for class. I did a free verse poem, and I had a little beat with it and everything, and the whole class was just bobbing their head and stuff. So I fell in love with the music, and I think anyone that's in love with the artistry of music, you have to understand that this music has to be versatile. Mm-hmm. You can't just stick to one thing. You have to touch all genres, which is the reason we collided hip hop and country and R&B, you know, with gangster rap and country blues. It's all infused into our music, and you know, like, I'll let people from my neck of the woods, like, I hang around people that's, you know, regular guys from the streets or whatever you want to call it, or however you want to put it, and like when they hear my beats, they like, yo, that's crazy, like the drums and the guitars is just going perfectly together. Like, how did y'all come up with this? And you know, it just, like he said, we took that year off to reflect on the first CD, which we were really just playing around on the first CD. We didn't really take the time out to really work on the verses and the hooks and stuff. But this second time around, you know, we got a little attention from the first one. So what we did was we sat down, and every verse that we wrote, we recorded songs. Like, it's only 10 songs on the album.
It took forever.
But it took forever to record those 10 songs because he would do a verse and I would be like, all right, I got to fix my verse. Then after I fix mine, he'd be like, all right, I got to fix mine. So we would end up recording the same song 15, 20 times before we finally like, that's good. That's good right there. That's how we going to put it out there.
And it's almost like we compete against each other. It's like, if he lays something down that's better than mine, it's like, no, I got to go back and fix that. And
and then
it's in a good way, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the name of friendly competition, you know, and it's in a way criticizing each other, you know, because if he's doing something and he's recording and he doesn't say it right, I'll let him know, like, yo, you messed that up. You got to change that. You got to fix that. Or if I'm doing something and I said something the wrong way, or I said something I shouldn't have said, he'll stop me and be like, nah, man, you can't say that. Or you should have said it this way, or you should put this in there. And it just, you know, we bump heads all the time, you know what I'm saying? It's my brother right here. We're brothers. We're not friends, we're brothers. And, like, we bump heads, but at the same time, when we put our minds together, it's nothing we can't do, you know? And, like, I've looked at the first time I heard of the website hiphopnation.com or whatever, and hip hop music, I didn't know anything about it. And when I looked into it, I looked at y'all's site and I seen that I was on the site, and I kept going through the site, and I'm like, yo, it ain't nobody else like me on the site. I don't see nothing else like this. Like, people ask us, are we like the Lax? Okay, I guess you could say we like the Lax, but we nothing like the Lax. We're not like Florida Georgia Line. We're nothing like none of them. I personally have not heard music done the way we're doing it.
I agree with that. Y'all have got a unique sound and a unique combination, and you know, I think it's going to take you far. I really do. And y'all talking about how you compete and everything. It sounds like y'all are just making each other better. So, So that's a good thing. Go ahead.
If we give you a track, we want you to like it from the start to the beginning, or not. Let's fast forward to this part, or, you know, I like this part. You have that on some songs that you just want to listen to a certain part and then skip it. So
I mean, because even with the last CD we did, you can't pay me to listen to it. I'm sick, and it's my music. I wrote the music. We wrote the music together and recorded the songs together, but I don't like it because I feel like we did not put emotion into it. We didn't put our heart into that music, you know. But this time around, you know, we sat down and we thought about it. Okay, when you send a song to the radio, if your song is full of just vulgar language, no one is going to hear your whole song because the whole time it's being on the radio, it's being chopped up and bleeped out the whole song.
Right.
So that was another part of what made it so hard and what took it so long to finally be completed because we challenged ourselves. Well, he really challenged me because in his verses on the first CD, he hardly cursed. Me, I feel like that type of language is a way of expressing myself, so sometimes I use it, but he was like, I want you to do your music now without cursing. And it was a great challenge for me. Like, it was a big challenge for me. I would be sitting at home writing songs, and I would get so frustrated because I want to say the F word, but I can't. I want to say the S word, but I shouldn't. So, you know, at the end of the day, when it all boils down, you know, like, I look back and I think about it, and I'm actually grateful for how far we've come in such a short time period. You know, like, with the TKB CD, we had a few fans. We know we had a couple people that like certain songs. But with this CD right here, if I feel like I can listen to every song on the CD, because I am my biggest critic. No one can criticize me worse or harder than I can. I'm my biggest critic. And with this CD here, I could put it in from track 1 to track 10, I can listen to it, not skip through one song, not fast forward a part, rewind a part. I just listen to the whole thing because it's that great. It's just music for you to put in and enjoy yourself, you know? Like, and we don't get on songs and make it out to be like, you know, we just that. We the biggest thing out, because we're not. We're very humble people. You know, like he said, we still live a normal life. He still works building tires. I'm still in school learning to do things, you know, learning to better myself. We both are, and it's crazy because some people will look at you and like, oh, you think because you did this that you such and such and such and such. But nah, it's not like that. No. I put my pants on the same way you put your pants on. I bleed the same way you bleed. We're both humans, you know, and I look at everybody like that. That's what this right here is. You know what I'm saying? We yin and yang. We different, but we still the same thing.
Right. And
that's just, I guess that's just the overall message, you know, we're trying to put out to the world. You know, this black and white, this hating each other stuff. Why? Why I'm gonna hate on him because of the color of his skin?
Right.
What? Because hundreds of years ago, someone in my family was picking cotton for somebody in his family. I didn't pick cotton for him, so why am I be mad at him? It had nothing to do with me. You know, and I just feel like if everyone would start to look at it that way, then this music industry would be way better than it ever has been.
And that's my thing is if he wants to come with me and all of his buddies want to come to a mud ball, it shouldn't be looked no different. Like we all know people. You know?
Or if we want to take him to the most popping club in the hood, then it's no problem. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't walk in the club and be the only white boy in there and everybody like, oh man, who brought the white boy? Or I go to the country and they're like, man, who brought this black guy out here? You know, we trying to stop all that. You know, we trying to show people that whatever you put your mind to, you can really do that. Because within going through this thing we've been doing with this music, we've had so many people just trash our names, tell us it wasn't gonna work, tell us we'd never be anything. People tell him he white trash, I'm black trash. He need to stay in the house. I need to go back to Africa. You would be amazed at some of the comments that belligerent people of America leave on our Facebook and our Twitter accounts and everything, and it's just crazy. It baffles me. Why are you mad at us because we're taking our time and using it for something positive?
They don't have a CD out, do they? Those people that are hating.
Nah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And he'll say that sometimes. He'll be like, I guess they mad because they CD ain't out. And I just laugh like, well, hey, you should have put your heart and your mind to it, man.
Right.
And you know, that's something else too is that people don't understand is that we write on music, we record on music, we produce on music, we put all it together.
Yeah.
You know, we started on label just to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we've accepted shows 4 hours away from here.
Paying nothing. Just
And we were told we were going to get paid. Then we get there, we do our whole set, and we don't get one red penny. But it didn't bother us that much because it's still publicity.
And we got fans from it, and that's all that matters is if we're going down the road and we got our big trailer with us and our faces on it, and people stop us, and they wave at us.
They waving,
they're not expecting us to pull over and actually get out and talk to them.
Like
we do.
We're not like. We're not one of these artists that if you come across them out in public, we got security guards all around us. We're not trying to shake your hand. We're not trying to sign your autograph by any means. If you ever see one of us in public and you like, oh my God, it's the Kuntry Boyz, come get an autograph. If I got a shirt that I can give away.
And he don't even have any more shirts.
I don't even have these shirts right here he has on. We had a whole mess of them printed up and I passed them out. I kept 3 for myself and ended up giving those 3 away because everybody wanted one of the shirts. I don't have to go out and, wonder if somebody's going to buy this album. I know somewhere in the world somebody is.
If we could just get it there.
I think the more people that hear you, the more people are going to like you, and the more music you're going to sell.
Yeah. That's my plan. I want to be just like your worst favorite song you ever heard on the radio. You turn your radio on every day,
out of here.
And it's that one song that is just the dumbest thing you've ever heard, but you hear it so much it ends up being your ringtone. I want to be that person. I want you to see me and hear me so much. You're like, oh my God, they playing the Kuntry Boyz again. This is the live Kuntry Boy. That's what I want, man. I promote a good time and having fun. That's what we're all about.
Damon Simpson wants to know what has been the best venue that the Kuntry Boyz have performed at.
You said the best venue we performed at?
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. We think it's going to be the best.
April 25th.
At the North Main Theater.
In Danville, Virginia.
It'll be the Country Made Hood Race Tour, and it's us. With our special guest, we're bringing Ricco Barrino to open up.
Yeah.
And then hosting it is all the way from South Beach 2 in Miami is Robbie.
So hopefully that's going to be like the spark to just set it off, but as far as shows, the best shows that we've done already.
What's your favorite?
I would have to say my favorite show that we've done already would be the Boys and Girls Club. You know what I'm saying? We have a friend of ours that he works with named Rashawn, and he has this thing called Scope Kid Vision, and he does a lot of art festivals, for painters, musicians, dancers, band players, and all stuff like that. And every time he does it, he'll call us and ask us to come perform, because the first time he did it, it was short notice.
Yeah, he asked us like one day before it was ready and we was there.
Yeah, and we came and we performed, and
the kids,
the kids, everybody loved us, and they had an act that didn't show up. And so he was like, well, would y'all like it if we bring an act back out? And the crowd was like, yeah. So he said one act's name, he was like, make some noise. And, they made a little bit of noise. And he said another act's name, and he was like, make some noise. And they made a little bit of noise. Then he was like, all right, well, how about the Kuntry Boyz? And the whole gymnasium just went crazy, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Are you serious? They want us to come back out there? I was like, wow, man, it's great.
And actually, he's doing it again in June, and we'll be back there, and he's going to have us headlining it. And what they do is let's say you buy a hot dog for $1 or you pay $2 to come in. What he'll do is he takes that money, and he'll go to the local high school and select one kid for a scholarship from Scope Vision.
Yeah.
So it's a great cause. If you're in North Carolina or around the area, be checking our website for it.
Yeah,
It'll be
Facebook,
on there.
Twitter, we gonna keep y'all posted on everything, But
And we gotta give a shout out to also to DJ Mike. He's been good with hip hop music. I just talked to him. He said that he's gonna come down for the show, so we're looking forward to that. And everybody at hip hop music.
Yeah, big shout out to y'all, man.
The new CD, we dropped it on April the 1st. It took a minute to come out because CD baby, I got to go through all that royalty stuff, but It was actually dropped on April the 1st, and it's called Country Made Hood Raised.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we dropped it on April 1st is everybody said we was dumb for it, we stupid for it, so we figured since we're a bunch of fools, we dropped it on April Fool's.
Yeah.
But it is now on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon, hard copies. If you want a hard copy, signed, sent to you, Twitter, Facebook, anything, personal message.
Yeah. DCountryBoys.com. You know, Facebook.com/DCountryBoys. That's TheKuntryBoyz. You find us on Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, Google Play, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby.
If you want us to come to your town, just send a message and say, look, here's my state, or give us some venues, and we'll get our manager, Flynn Purvis. And,
Shout out.
And he's also the manager of Ricco Barrino. And,
Shout out.
And when he came with Ricco, he fell in love with our stuff. He's like, all right, I'm going to get y'all inked up before somebody else gets a hold. Another thing we also like to say is, we know that y'all love the country love, but recently Rico's grandmother passed away unexpected. You know, they had a going home ceremony for her Wednesday, so we just want to say our prayers to him and his family as well.
Man, my condolences, my respects, man. God be with you, Ricco. You know what I'm saying? I lost two of my grandmothers, man. It's never nothing easy to deal with right there. That is never nothing easy to deal with. But even with, you know, that's the reason I'm so happy that our first artist, industry-wise, that we worked with was him. Because even with him dealing with that, when we were emailing him and stuff and letting him know that we were sorry to hear about what happened and everything, he responded to us, you know what I'm saying? He got back to us like, you know what I'm saying, thank you for your prayers, guys, you know what I'm saying? Just keep praying for me, keep me in your prayers and everything.
And a little bit of uplift, and he was letting us know that he's ready for the show, so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So most definitely, we just ready to rock, man. April 25th. And doors open at 6, show starts at 7. And oh boy, it's a motion picture, baby.
Tickets ain't but $15 for VIP. That gets you in the first 10 rows. $10 for the rest of general admission. If you don't get them in advance, it's $25 at the door and $20 for general admission. So you want to make sure you get them in advance.
Right.
And I'm gonna do this right here in front of him. This is something special. Anyone that hears this interview and sees this interview,
we'll send you free tickets.
if you can contact us before the show, we will send you free tickets for you, and not one, not two, but 3 friends.
3 friends.
To come watch the Kuntry Boyz live with Ricco Barrino and Big Robbie, and we will also let you backstage, shake hands, take pictures, and get autographs. You know, we want our fans to, when you come to our shows, we want you to feel like it's your show. Yep. This is for you to have fun. It's not for us to have fun. This is work for us. This is my job. This is how I make a living. This is for you to have fun, though, people. So please, anyone listening and watching, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Let us know you watched the interview.
Let us know.
And we'll cipher through you all, and we're going to pick a person. We're going to send you that one person 4 tickets for that person and 3 other friends to come to the show and have a good time.
If you want us to go to prom with you, if you want us to go to church with you, you want us to go out to eat with you, hit us up. We'll do it. We don't mind. You know, we down there. Hey, we'll come hang out with you. If you're having a field party, you want us to come out there and turn out. We got a song. Got a song 2-step. That might be the next thing that we drop.
Yeah, that might be the next.
And
you know what I want to drop next?
What's that?
I really want to drop Going Through It With You next. Either that. Nah, I don't think the world ready for Going Through It With You. So next up, y'all got to be looking forward to either something called the 2-step or
Don't Get Stuck.
Or something, or Don't Get Stuck. Yeah.
Because it's getting mud bogging weather now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's definitely give a shout out to some people that's been by us. Trophy and Science Center, Eddie from there. Support us from day one, wrapping the trailer, flyers, posters, I mean, whatever we needed.
Want to give a shout out my homeboy Mike Eaton, Artistic Creations, ain't that what it is? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you ever in Danville, Virginia, and you looking to get some tattoos,
that's where all mine come from.
either something fixed up or something new, North, you definitely want to go to Artistic Creations and talk to my homeboy Mike E and tell him the Kuntry Boyz sent you, man. The guy is amazing. He's awesome.
Also, the ladies at the Piedmont Shop. I know we came in there the first time and sat down with y'all, and we had y'all in a ball rolling, listening to us to carry on in there. And y'all supported us with all our ads and newspaper and on websites, and we appreciate that. Candace and Dustin's Pawn Shop, we appreciate y'all's love.
Yeah. Generations Barbershop, right here on North Main Street, Danville, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for supporting us as well. You know, these sponsors we have, man, they've been the same sponsors we have now. It's the same sponsors we had from day one. You know, these people, they stuck by our side, and every time we needed help with something or we were trying to do something in the community or something, they stepped up to the plate with us and swings with the bats right alongside us, and they helped us out, man. We just greatly appreciate you all, man.
Because, of course, they got to explain why you sponsoring that white guy and black guy as well.
Yeah.
So, our DJ, DJ Ghost.
A.K.A. DJ Lee. I'm still going to call you DJ Lee.
But DJ Ghost, what he goes by now, and, you know, he's on the ones and twos. He's one that keep the volumes level going, keep the crowd up.
Keep the party pumping.
No. And if you want to be in a video, more than welcome. Just keep looking out, because we're about to shoot the video for this Country Love. And,
Okay.
you know, we definitely need some country girls in it.
Some pretty ladies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to give a shout out to all my Chevy drivers.
Chevy drivers.
You know what I'm saying? We don't like Ford. We don't drive Ford around here. Everyone here drives a Chevy. I meant to say this first and foremost. I want to thank God for allowing this to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer that anything that happens at any time in his life is a part of God's plan. So I just want to thank God for allowing us to cross your path and for allowing us to be alive to sit here and talk to you tonight, man. This is just a great blessing.
Appreciate y'all sitting down with hip hop music, and you know, I wish y'all well in the future.
You are my servant, girl. I call you my